Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is Montana This Morning from Montana's news leader.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us today. I'm Justine Stewart.
And I'm Louis Stewart. Hopefully you're having a fantastic start to your Wednesday. Halfway through the work week, Justine, and it's been a cool week, but man, It's been nice, all that rain and snow.
It's been really nice and a pretty cool start this morning. I mean, it was in the 30s at my house.
Yeah, no, it's in the 30s in a lot of places, and it just kind of feels chilly with those rain showers still falling.
Rain.
Exactly, and we're talking about snow still in the higher elevations, and we have a winter weather advisory in place again this morning. That's for the area shaded in purple there. Snow level around 5,000 feet. So the snow is definitely, definitely getting down closer to the surface. So if you have plans traveling any over the passes, maybe Lolo Pass there, maybe give yourself a little extra time because you could see some slick roadways. Snow amounts around 1 to 3 inches, and this is going to last through 10 a.m. this morning. So here's your forecast headlines. Active pattern remains with scattered mountain snow and valley rain through the end of the week. Cooler than normal temperatures, upper 40s to middle 50s, and then we're looking at a nice fall-like weekend with temperatures still remaining in the 50s. However, we'll start to clear out the skies, partly to mostly sunny skies overhead.
Classes resumed in the Flathead Valley after a cyber attack forced a 3-day closure for safety reasons. MTN's Jack Ginsburg was at Columbia Falls High School and has the update.
Tuesday morning, students and faculty were welcomed back to Columbia Falls High School, among many other schools across the Flathead Valley. Parker Green, a student here at Columbia Falls High, says there's been lots of talk in the hallways already since coming back. Some students are still on edge, while others feel completely safe.
Being back, it's just kind of normal for me. Some other kids, they're kind of nervous, but I don't think we have anything to be worried about.
Other students questioned why the threats came from overseas to Columbia Falls.
Why did they pick Columbia Falls? Why did they pick small town Montana?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think they're going to do anything.
Students here at the school say that they recognize that the cyber threats were out of the ordinary, but the way the community banded together and stayed calm was nothing new for Columbia Falls.
The community, we've all been together, everyone's supporting each other. We always come together, and any times, like with kids having cancer, we all come together. So this is just another thing where the community, we show how strong we are, we come together.
In Columbia Falls, Jack Ginsburg, MTN News.
Sports and other activities will also resume this week, and the much anticipated Legends Field in Kalispell will make its debut on Friday night. Things are also back to normal for a Dillon High School after a Monday scare. 2 Beaverhead High School students have been arrested, and they're accused of bringing handguns to school. MTN's John Amy has that story.
2 students were found on campus with handguns in their backpacks. A student at this school found out about these handguns and told staff, who promptly called police.
And we went in and took them out without incident, searched each one of their persons or their personal belongings, and were able to locate 2 firearms, 2 loaded firearms.
The 2 juveniles were arrested, and the rest of the students were sent home early Monday. Investigators with search dogs searched the school that afternoon for any other weapons, but nothing threatening was found.
We were able to establish that this was an isolated incident. We don't feel that there's any threat outside of what occurred today.
Dillon Police Chief Don Giberson praised the student for alerting staff about the alleged handguns at the school, and he commended the staff for following the proper protocol.
The school did exactly what they were supposed to do. Law enforcement did what they were supposed to. Students did what they were supposed to, and nobody's hurt. And I think that we can come away from it as, maybe a positive thing.
The chief would not say if the 2 students arrested had planned to harm anybody at the school. However, he says it's now safe for students to return to school. In Dillon, John Amy, MTN News.
The students are expected to be charged with felony counts of criminal endangerment in juvenile court. Therefore, they will not be identified. Authorities suspect a Troy woman may have been just tired when she crashed her pickup truck head-on into a school bus near Glasgow Tuesday morning. The Valley County Sheriff's Office says 31-year-old Julie Steger from Troy and 73-year-old Jim Belcher from Fort Beck were killed on impact during the collision. The crash happened around 6:40 a.m. on Highway 2. The Montana Highway Patrol says Steger was driving eastbound when she crossed the center line and struck the westbound school bus head-on. The speed limit on the 2-lane highway is 70 miles an hour, but troopers are not sure how fast the truck or bus were going. At least 4 children were hospitalized, but they are said to be okay. Highway Patrol Trooper Mitch Willett says it's unclear why Steger crossed the center line, but a preliminary investigation shows she had been driving all morning from northwest Montana, a trip of over 500 miles. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt. The Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation has contested a case over a proposed water bottling plant near Creston, which is now underway. The issue over a decision to grant a water use permit to the Montana Artisan Water Company. As MTN's Nicole Miller reports, it's been an ongoing battle for more than a year between the company and Flathead residents who filed legal objections with the department.
The hearing began with opening statements.
We are very concerned that this water will be harmed to the detriment of all of the fish that we provide throughout the United States.
There's a number of criteria that are required for permits such as this one to be issued. That includes that water is physically available, that water is legally available, and that no other users will be adversely affected by the proposed new diversion of water.
I anticipate we're going to have a couple of days of expert testimony to decide whether the application was complete, whether there are impacts that were not identified through this process.
Once the hearing comes to a final close, the department hearing examiner has up to 90 days to issue his decision. But this hearing is just getting underway, and over the next several days, expert testimony is expected from both sides. Reporting in Kalispell, Nicole Miller, MTN News.
Testimony will continue today, but the final order may also be appealed by either party in state district court following a ruling. The hearing is open to the public. The City of Kalispell Water Department will be performing construction operations in the Northern Lights Boulevard area. That will begin Thursday. Motorists should expect road closures on Northern Lights Boulevard with detours. However, local access will be provided and traffic devices will be in place to direct traffic. A water interruption also will occur Thursday with an anticipated turn on by 4 p.m. If you have water-sensitive equipment such as air conditioners or medical equipment that requires water, officials ask that you use necessary means to prepare for that water outage. The City of Whitefish lifting Stage 2 fire restrictions with the recent rain and wet forecast. Whitefish has decided to join the DNRC. Whitefish Fire Chief Joseph Page says he thanks everyone for their cooperation during the past wildfire season and says cooperation amongst all Flathead County Fire Departments was exceptional, especially with resources stretched so thin. Our Montana Wildfire Relief Fund now sitting at nearly $92,000 and counting. Thanks to everyone who has contributed so far, and remember, our MTN stations will match the first $50,000 of that total. If you haven't donated yet, it's not too late. Just go to kpax.com/wildfirefund for more information. And with that, we're going to send on over to Lewis this morning. He's got your weather on the 8s.
All right, thank you, Justine. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is a chilly start to the day. We have some rain showers, snow showers falling, so bundle up before you head out the door. It's nice to see these cool temperatures to help with the fires. It's nice to see this rain, but it feels more like the end of October or beginning of November instead of September out there. Here's a quick look at our temperatures as of right now. 39 in Missoula, 42 Polson, 38 Phillipsburg, 35 Seeley Lake. We're at 33 in Sula, 39 St. Regis, 40 this morning. Waking up in Thompson Falls. And yes, here are those rain and snow showers falling. Get some nice rain as you head to the south of Missoula down towards Hamilton. Getting some rain here in the valley. It's really easy to pick up where the valley is, the lower elevations on this, right? Stop it about here. See the rain in the valley, snow showers, higher elevations there. And then as you head a little bit further north, more scattered, but still seeing rain and snow showers here around Polson, Kalispell, over towards Trout Creek. This is going to be the thing for today. Lighter amounts northwestern Montana, a little bit heavier amounts the further south you go. Now, another thing today we're going to have to watch is those winds are going to start to pick up, especially during the afternoon time. Already a little bit breezy this morning. Go later on into the day, especially a little bit further east towards Cut Bank, Great Falls, Helena, Butte, Dillon. We could get those winds gusting upwards of around 25, even 30 miles per hour. Still here, western Montana, we're going to see those breezy conditions, gusts of around 20 to 25 miles per hour later on to the day. So factor in those wind chills. It's going to feel pretty chilly out there. Jet stream forecast. Let's time out the next couple days moving into the weekend and into next week. Big trough of low pressure bringing in those cooler temperatures and rain showers. That's going to stick around all the way through Friday. Look how it even deepens. So highs remaining in the 40s and lower 50s for Friday. Now rolling into the weekend and into the beginning part of next week, it's going to start to lift a little bit. Rain showers move out. Cooler temperatures stick around for Tuesday. So we're still going to keep those temperatures below normal, starting to slowly warm up back into the middle and upper 50s for Tuesday. Then as we roll into the middle and end of next week on Thursday, a little bit of a ridge. This is going to get those temperatures back to normal by the end of next week with highs mostly in the 60s and lower 70s. Here's your 7-day forecast for Missoula. 50 today, 52 tomorrow, 50 on Friday, 53 Saturday, and we'll keep those temperatures mostly in the 50s Sunday and Monday, back into the 60s on Tuesday.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Lewis, and make sure you do stick around. We're back with more, but first, we've got some birthdays for you this morning.